Some people say they never hear from God. There's a cartoon about a man who complaining about this, and the next panel showed God reaching down through the clouds with the Bible. God has communicated to us, but we often don't communicate very much with Him. Prayer is nothing more than communication. It says in various aspects or various places in the Bible, it says to pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians, Luke 21, it says, pray always. And in 1 Thessalonians 5 it says, in everything give thanks. Prayer is communication. It says in many places in the Bible that my house, God said it in Isaiah and Jesus said it 3 times, my house will be a house of prayer, or a house of communication. When it says pray always, it means to communicate always. James sort of defined this a little better in James 5, when he said there were 4 instances when you should be praying. One is when you have trouble, have conflict, when you're in distress, when you're anxious, when you're depressed, when things aren't going your way, and you don't have enough money to pay your bills. Pray. Don't make false oaths. Don't blaspheme. Don't say things you don't mean. Pray. Pray always. It says when you are sick, to call the elders to your house and to have them pray for you, along with your own prayers, to have them pray for you. And God will save you. It doesn't always say He's going to heal you, but He will save you. When you are in need of spiritual help, when you are sinning, and many physical illnesses are caused in essence by a type of sin. There are many diseases caused by drug use, by sexual promiscuousness, by alcoholism, by poor lifestyles and many choices. Many physical illnesses are caused by these. And it says God will help you with these if you pray. It said sometimes that physical illnesses are sent as a trial to glorify God. As it says in John 9 about the blind man, when they were asked what sin of the parents caused this. And Jesus said it was not due to the sin, but to glorify God. God will help in all of these. And in the 4th instance, He says to pray for your nation. Just as Elijah prayed back in the Old Testament, and rain was withheld for 3.5 years from the nation. He prayed a 2nd time, and it was given. Pray for the nation. 4 different reasons, which pretty well encompasses most of our lives. Pray always. Communicate with God in everything. And pretty soon, you'll hear that God's communicating back to you. James also says, when you are good, when you feel good, when you're upbeat, then sing psalms. Because praise and prayer are essentially the same thing. It says to sing psalms. It was reported by Pliny, the governor of Bethesda, in a letter to Trajan, the Roman emperor, that these new Christians would often gather in the places of worship before dawn to sing songs to Christ. This was something that was unusual then, because since AD 70, in the Jewish Orthodox religion, no song is sung in the synagogue. because they continually think of the tragedy of the destruction of Jerusalem in AD 70. We have a triumph to celebrate. If you want to hear from God, then communicate to Him. We have more devices for communication today than the world has ever had. And yet the communication between us is often at the lowest ebb in history. So now having the number of devices available doesn't mean a thing. We have to use them in the right way. We have the Bible and we have prayer. Used in the right way, we can communicate, and God can communicate with us. Something to think about.